Hello and welcome to Math with Dotun. In this series, I'm going to be talking about rules of divisibility. How do you know a particular number is divisible by another number, right? So I'm just going to take the unit number in this series, and I'm starting with 2. Obviously, we know that 1 can divide any number, right? 1 is a universal divisor. So even fractions are divided by 1, all right? And then you know that any number divided by 1 remains itself, right? So we'll start with 2. So how do we know a number is divisible by 2? And that's very easy. Remember the definition of even numbers. Even numbers are numbers that are divisible by 2, all right? And those numbers are 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, and so on. And when you check the even numbers, they are multiples of 2, right? And they ends with either 2, 4, 6, 8, or 0. So any number that ends with 2, 4, or 6, or 8, or 0, that number is an even number. And then when you see any number like this, you know the number is divisible by 2. So what's the rule for divisibility of 2? A number is divisible by 2 if it's an even number. That's it. So as long as that number is an even number, you know the number is divisible by 2. And I've just given you something that will help you to identify these even numbers. All right, what's that? You check if the number ends with 2 or 4 or 6 or 8 or 0. So if the number ends with any of those digits, you know the number is even, and such the number is divisible by 2. Easy peasy. All right, I'm going to list out some numbers that are divisible by 2, and then I want you to list out at least 5 numbers for me that you know are divisible by 2. So I'm going to give you 4. So you have 2-digit number, let me say 26, 3-digit number 358, 4-digit number 1114, a 5-digit number. All I need to do is to ensure that the number ends with either 2, 4, 6, 8, or 0. So 5-digit number, I could have 55600. These numbers are all even numbers and they are divisible by 2. Okay, so how do you know again that a number is divisible by 2? You check if the number is even. Once that number is an even number, it is divisible by 2. So let me have your own numbers in the comments. Give me 5 numbers that are divisible by 2. Thank you. Bye.